So you want to give away your house to someone. What is 3 things to note before you do that? Hi everybody, my name is Casey from Home Quarters, and at Home Quarters, we specialize in customized marketing strategy to properly expose your unit for sale. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about gifting away your property. Right, in Singapore, it is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, and actually our real estate are actually on a increasing trend for prices. And it makes sense to talk a little bit about gifting away the property, whether it's in the person's lifetime or when the person passed on using a will. Alright, number one, if let's say you still have a sort of a CPF payment for this property and also loans on this, probably going to check with the bank or whichever financial institution is giving you a loan and also CPF on whether or not you can actually give the property away while still having a loan with them. A lot of times what we are experiencing is that you got to probably clear off all the loan before you can make such arrangement. Alright, number two, is this property held in joint tenancy? Few episodes before we actually talk about joint tenancy. In Singapore, there are two kind of manner where you can hold a property. Firstly, it is joint tenancy. Secondly, it is tenancy in common. Usually for investor and they want to co-own a property, they use tenancy in common. But if let's say a spousal, they usually opt for joint tenancy. What does joint tenancy mean? Joint tenancy means that it actually is governed by this law of survivorship, meaning if let's say it's co-owned by two persons and it's held by joint tenancy, when one person pass on, right, the entire portion of that is owned by the person that has passed on, actually directly transferred to the other person that is surviving. That's why it's called the law of survivorship. Right? If let's say you are holding on to this property on a joint tenancy and both owner is still alive, right, and you probably is not able to actually give your share of that property away to someone. So do check with the lawyer and also do check the manner of holding of the property before you decide to give it away. Alright. So lastly, if let's say you're eligible to give this away to someone else, right, a family member or a friend, even though it is a gift, right, you still probably have to engage a valuer, go down to the piece of land or property to ascertain the value and using this value and pay a stamp duty for it. So very importantly, gifting is not a zero cost thing to do. You still got to incur legal fee, still got to incur the stamp duty fee that is payable to our Singapore Tax Authority, IRAS. So gifting a property away is not a zero cost matter, right? So do check with a lawyer or a experienced property agent. Right, hope today's topic discussed is useful and helpful to you. If let's say you are looking to work together with Home Quarters, do hit us up at www.homequarters.com.sg/contact us. Alright, also do follow our socials on Instagram at HomeQuartersSG, in Facebook at HomeQuartersSG. Do like them. And if you are watching this on YouTube, do hit that red subscribe button, hit the bell so that you'll be notified whenever new videos such as this comes up. Alright, see you on the next episode.